Imagine this. You have just finished building an AI agent. It can answer customer questions, access records, send emails, maybe even trigger refunds. Everything works perfectly in testing, so you deploy it. But after deployment, you discover an exposed API key, a dangerous tool with no approval checks, customer data being passed around unprotected, and no audit logs to understand what happened. That's the challenge with AI agents. Unlike traditional applications, AI agents can take actions, and before deploying them, developers need a way to understand what risk those agents carry. That's why we built ADAPT, the AI Agent Deployment Assessment and Protection Toolkit. ADAPT is a pre-deployment risk scanner that helps developers identify security and deployment risk before an AI agent goes live. Today, AI agents are being deployed faster than they are being secured. A small mistake in a traditional application might break a feature, but a small mistake in an AI agent could expose data, execute dangerous actions, misuse tools, or follow malicious instructions. Most developers can tell where their agent works, but they often can't tell whether it's safe. That's the gap ADAPT addresses. ADAPT analyzes AI agent projects and provides a complete risk assessment before deployment. The users can scan a GitHub repository, a zip upload, or built-in demo agents. The platform then generates a safety score, risk findings, a visual dashboard, remediation recommendation, and an AI-powered assistant called app. Our goal is simple: help developers understand what needs to be fixed before deployment. ADAPT focuses specifically on AI agent risk. We currently evaluate six categories: prompt injection, secret exposure, tool permissions, human approval controls, data exposure, auditability. The scanner detects issues such as exposed API keys, unsafe tool access, missing approval gates, risky prompt patterns, and weak logging practices. Because the system is designed specifically for AI agents, it understands common frameworks and tool architectures instead of treating the project as a generic code. The workflow is simple. First, the user selects a scan scores. The backend safely reads the project as text without executing the code. The scanner analyzes the files, identifies risks, and generates a report. Instead of simply returning a pass or fail results, ADAPT explains the findings and suggests practical fixes. Our frontend is deployed on Bursal and provides the scanning interface, dashboard, reports, and DAP assistant. The backend is built with fast API and handles scanning, report generation, storage, and AI enrichment. Firebase manages authentication and report storage. Gemini is used only for explanations and recommendations. Importantly, the scanner itself remains rule-based, ensuring the security findings are reproducible and explainable. Now let's look at the platform in action. First, we'll sign in. After authentication, users can access the scanner, report, dashboard, and saved scans. On the scanner page, we can choose between GitHub repository, zip upload, or demo agent. Let's start with the vulnerable demo. Running the scan generates a report showing the safety score, detected risk, and recommended fixes. Each finding explains what was detected, why it matters, and how to address it. Next, we can open the dashboard. This provides a category-wise view of risk levels, helping the developers quickly identify the most critical areas. Now, let's use the DAP, our report-aware assistant. Unlike a generic chatbot, DAP uses the actual scan results as context and helps developers prioritize fixes based on the findings. Finally, we can scan public GitHub repository directly, allowing developers to evaluate project without manually uploading the files. All reports can be saved, reopened later, and exported as JSON or PDF. To conclude, ADAPT helps developers understand AI agent deployment risk before they ship. It identifies risk tools, exports secrets, missing approval controls, unsafe data handling, and weak audit practices. The scanner finds the risk, Gemini explains them, and app helps developers fix them. Adapt. Know your agent risk before it